Hi everyone, welcome to day 7 of the Java series. Today we are covering control flow statements, the tools that let your program make decisions and repeat tasks. Let's move into the session. Today in our series, day 7, we are going to cover these concepts like what is control flow statements and what are the types under like looping statements, conditional statements and branching statements. What are control flow statements? Control flow statements means it will determine the order in which individual statements or instructions are executed. Like for example, we are performing any instruction or any statements we want to order means at that time we will use the control flow statements. Okay, as we discussed, it can be it can be grouped into three main categories. First one is decision making statements or conditional statements. Next one is looping or iterative statements. Next one is branching or jump statements. So I'll give just brief intro on this what are conditional statements. These statements will execute specific block of code based on the conditions whatever we have given. Again, in conditional statements, we will be having four different types of statements. First one is if, second one is if else, third one is if else if ladder, fourth one is the switch statement. Next one is the looping statements. Here looping statements means it is used to execute a block of code multiple times. Here this is the word you need to note, multiple times. In this also, we will be having some types like for loop, while loop, do while loop, for each loop. For each loop, it will be only used for arrays and collections. Next one is the branching statements. It is used to control to another part of the program. This is the word you need to note, another part of the program, control to another part of the program. In this, we will be having three types. First one is break, continue, and return. Third one is a return. So what the break statement will do means exit the loop or switch the loop. Okay. Next one is continue. Continue means it will skip the current iteration and continues with the next. I'll explain you with an example also. Next one is the return statement. Return statement means exist from the current method. If you are writing any method means it will exist. It will exit from that method. We can see the example now. See, for int I equals to 1, I less than or equals to 5, I plus plus. If I double equals to 3, continue. System.out.println I. Now we will see the step-by-step explanation for this code. First we are writing the loop structure which starts with I equals to 1 and runs while I less than or equals to 5 and here performing I plus plus, that is the increment operator, by 1 every time. Okay. Now we are looping the iterations. For example, int I equals to 1 means then I double equals to 3. So both are not equal. So it is no. Next coming to next condition. I equals to 2. I double equals to 3 means so it is also not equal. So it is also no. Then it will execute system.out.println will execute 2 as the output. Now again I am reiterating. I equals to 3. I double equals to 3 means it is yes. So it is these both are equals. So if it is equals means then continue is executed. It will skip the printing. Again it will goes to the next iteration. Same way, I equals to 4, I double equals to 3. So it is not equals to gap. So that's why it is no. So it will execute the 4. If it is true means it will skip the printing and reiterate. Next same as for the I equals to 5. I equals to 5 means I double equals to 3. It will execute the 5 as the output. So until we have given the 5. So if I equals to 6 means it is false. So by that loop will be ended. Now we can see the example in the execution. See here, same example. Public class main, public static void main string acts. Same here, int I equals to 1, I less than or equals to 5. Until 6th iteration it will move. Okay, next I plus plus means it is giving the increment by 1 by every iteration. Okay, so as I explained previously, I double equals to 3. Okay, now here applying continue. So system.out.println, it will print the value of I. Okay. Next, some small summary table on these conditions, like if you see here, conditional statements means what are the statements we will be having if else switch. The purpose is for the decision making purpose we will use these conditional statements. Whereas for looping statements means for loop, while loop, do while, for each. So the purpose of this is repetition of tasks. Whereas coming to branching means break, continue and return. So the purpose of this category branching statements is changing flow of control. Okay. Okay, that's it for the day 7 series session. Control flow is what makes your programs dynamic and responsive. Mastering these statements is key to writing logical, efficient Java code. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe and stay tuned for day 8. Drop a comment if you want examples or any of this. See you in the next video. Bye.